If you're stuck on how to wash and style your fine natural hair for length retention, this video is for you. I'm going to show and talk you through a wash day which includes everything that I do to retain length on my fine natural hair. We are in the process of going from bra strap length to waist length, so without further ado, let's get into the video. What's up, curlies? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kiki, and if you are new here, I do all things curly hair tips, product reviews and styling. Today's video is a full wash and styling routine that I do in order to retain length on my fine natural hair. This is something that I've figured out works for me, and I've gone back to it since 2022 when my hair was really thriving and was really long. There was no split ends, there was no dryness. This is the routine that I was pretty much doing week on week. The first thing I'm going to do is just to take down these braids because I've had them in for a couple of weeks now, and I did first wear them with a twist out on week 1, and then on week 2 I just wore it in a twist out, to be honest, but I still wore it in a bun at the back, so my hair was never down like it is now. It was literally just in a bun, and that's the hairstyle that I'm going to be showing you how to do today as well. With fine hair, you want to be quite gentle when you are taking down anything that is kind of braided or twisted, to make sure that you don't break any of the hair as you are doing this. Thankfully, my hair is quite moisturized because I did moisturize it yesterday, and I did also moisturize it during the middle of the week to make sure that it didn't get too dry and the ends were sealed. This routine is something that I've been doing for the past few months, and if I'm being honest, I think it's working out really well for me. At the moment, I'm seeing a lot less single strand knots because that's something I really struggle with. Every time I go to the hairdressers, I seem to have a lot of single strand knots and split ends in my hair, so keeping my hair stretched is probably the best way that I find to mitigate these single strand knots. And I really love how this look is when it's first done. It's freshly done anyway, not at the moment because it looks a little bit dirty and a little bit frizzy, but it has lasted me 2 weeks, so it has done a good job. This is now all taken down, so the next thing to do is I'm going to get my spray bottle and I'm going to fill it up with some warm water, and then I'm going to begin doing my pre-poo. I'm going to start by just roughly sectioning off, not too harsh because it's not detangled properly, but just where it naturally kind of will separate. Now I'm going to go in with my this product, which is the Curl Smith Bond Curl Rehab Salve. This one is your bond builder, so what that will do is it will strengthen your hair from the inside out, and it's really nice pre-poo as well. It's good for detangling. You know, if we have fine hair, it can become weak quite easily. So after I've just gone through with my fingers, I'm now going to just use my tangle teaser as well, just gently working my way from the ends to the root. And then once that's done, I'm just going to twist it up, and that's all I do for the pre-poo. I'm going to repeat that on the other sections of my hair, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all done with the pre-poo. I've got about 8 sections of twists, and I'm just going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. Depending on how damaged your hair is, it recommends up to 30 minutes. But for me, I like to do this every wash day, especially, well, not every wash day, probably every other wash day, especially if my wash days are kind of like stretched. So if the wash day is kind of like every 2 weeks, I will do it every 2 weeks. If it's every 1 week, then I won't do it every week. I'll do a different pre-poo or some sort of clarifying treatment. But here's what my hair is looking like. It's just in the 4 sections. We're going to leave this in for about 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to hop into the shower for our shampoo part. First, I begin by rinsing off the bonding treatment section by section. I love how it makes my hair feel. really soft and moisturized, and I can even detangle if I really wanted to at this point. Then I'm going in with the K18 Detox shampoo. This is only a sample size, but it's one of my favourite shampoos for clarifying, and it contains activated charcoal, which I love, and a little goes a long way. I focus on my roots, making sure I get a good lather, and go in with my scalp scrubber as well to make sure the buildup is gone. I have used this tool for years now, and it's my favourite for shampooing, as the bristles are firmer than your regular scalp scrubber, so it removes the buildup properly. I always try to leave the shampoo on my hair for a few minutes before rinsing out to make sure it does its job, so now I'm just working on the other sections while I'm letting it sit. After this, I just rinse off all of the shampoo and squeeze out any excess water. The deep conditioner I'm using today is a protein-based treatment by Sheer Moisture. I will link this in the description if anyone is interested. This has been in my routine for a good while now, and I've gone back to using it as my hair loves it so much. I gently separate the sections with my fingers, then go in with a tangle teaser to get out any remaining knots. After this, I twist it up out of the way. Once that's done, I will use my bonnet hairdryer and sit under the heat for about 20 minutes to ensure the product penetrates into my hair properly. This one is really great if you don't have enough space for an actual hairdryer, because you can just pack it away neatly when you're finished. I will link this in my Amazon storefront in the description. After this, I just rinsed off the deep conditioner with some lukewarm water, and then it is on to the styling. We are finally done with wash day. This is what my hair's looking like after all of the treatments I did. I really love how defined it clumps my curls when I do that, when I use that protein treatment. Anyway, we're going to get into the styling now, so I'm just going to be sectioning off the front part of my head. So where my ear is where we're going to work from, and it doesn't matter if it's not that neat, if I'm being completely honest. Just clip out of the way and do the other side. As does this. Right, time for the parts. So last time I did like 3 sections on each side, going straight back. This time, I think I'm going to go back to diagonal parts, if I'm being honest, because I prefer them. So we'll have one here, one there, and one there. So 1, 2, 3. That looks about right. Clip that out of the way. So the products I'm going to be using today are this Method for Curls hyaluronic acid spray if I need to re-wet a section, Camille Rose green tea, and jojoba moisture butter. Then I've got some little samples that I just want to get rid of. Talia Wiji tight hold. This is just going to be on my braids. It's not going to be on anything else for the back. And then I'm going to be using Holy Grail Camille Rose Curl Maker Gel. And actually, I'm probably going to use some oil for my ends as well. Forgot about that. Because we have gone back to doing the lock method. Well, LCO for me. And for the oil, I'm going to be using the Palmer's Bonding Complex. And if you can't actually braid this style, you can try it with flat twisting as well. It does work the same way as flat twisting would. How about any of this gel left? And then I'm just combing through with a rat tail comb. If you know about braiding, you know that the hair just gets tangled quite easy. And I've learnt from last time to make sure I've got gel on all parts of my hair. I'm on the second side now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best braider, but I can do enough to get by. The only thing is, the product I'm using is actually running out now, which is a pain. See where it starts on this side, so up here. Oh, my gel's run out. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna have to get some edge control. Olive oil to the rescue. Didn't really want to use that, but never mind. I'm so much better at this side, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm right-handed, but I'm just so much better. And I've got nails on this side of my head. Like the other side of my head, my nail fell off on my index finger, so I can't actually like part it properly. Okay, now it's time to twist the back, and I kind of just do jumbo-ish, like medium-sized twists for this part, because the mini twists, as you may have already learned, don't work as well for my hair. So medium twist is the way to go, and then on the second week you can undo these twists and wear it as a twist out, and it doesn't take too long to take down either. And obviously with these twists, you can make them as small or as big as you want them to be. I just find the sweet spot for me in terms of longevity and in terms of overall kind of like look is medium twists. I have, as I mentioned, I've done the mini twist before and I do like it, but for me it just takes too long to take down, and also I don't really like wearing my hair in like a protective style for like 4 weeks on end. Like I do like the versatility of being able to wear it like in a bun for 1 week like this, and then just take the back out and wear it in like its curly state. Even the more time I will still keep it in a bun, but the option is there for me. Whereas like when your hair's in mini twists, there's not really much you can do in terms of having your curls out. And then the jumbo twist look, I just don't really like it, if I'm being honest. I prefer my hair to be a little bit more neat and laid down, and for me the jumbo twist look doesn't really give what I want it to give. So we kind of just do these medium-sized twists and it works for me. With the top and with some of these braids, you might see me kind of braid the root like I'm doing now. So where my hair is kind of exposed, and by exposed I mean kind of like on show, I will braid the root and then I will split the hair and then I'll twist it, just because I feel like it gives a little bit of a neater look as well. Right, that's one side done. I've got about, let's see, I've got about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 twists there, and then I've got 3 of the braids here. So that just gives you an idea of how big or small they are. To the second side, and with these parts, I kind of don't really concern myself too much with the neatness of them. I like to make sure they're neat going across the head, but then going down when I split them, I don't really care. Right, so it's all done now. It probably took me about 1 hour in total, probably about half an hour to do the twists. If that really, and then probably about half an hour to do the braids at the front. But we're gonna dry it now because if you've been following me, you will know my journey with my natural hair has been stinted, I think that's the right word, because I used to air dry my hair a lot with twists, and I would often leave them damp and then go to bed with my hair damp. And I genuinely believe that my hair was getting so many split ends because the hair was just staying damp for a prolonged period of time. So what I've been doing recently is I've been choosing either blow dry before or blow dry after. With the amount of manipulation required to blow dry before, I've been trying to just style my hair on curls basically, and then going with my blow dryer after to set the style as it is and get it as dry as possible. So that means that we're not going to bed with wet hair. And I've got my trusty bonnet dryer again. I will link this in my description because a few people have been asking me where I got this from, and it's really very useful to have this tool. Let's just check and see if it's dry. This has been 15 minutes. We are dry. I'm gonna let it just air dry for the rest of the time. But it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty dry. All I will do day to day is I will get a scrunchie like this, and I will just do a nice little bun at the back of my head. I don't know what's going on at the top there. There we go. And then I'll just flip it over once, like that. And this will be my style for the week. Literally, takes me like 5 seconds every morning to do that to my hair. So yeah, obviously I also do my baby hairs. I'm not going to do them today just because that's something I will do in the morning just before I leave. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful to see my styling routine for my fine natural hair. Now I'm growing it to waist length. Let me know in the comments if there is anything that you will adopt from my routine, and I will see you in the next video.